What's going on, YouTube? You guys are watching Boxing Talk with Shako. Waka, what's going on, everybody? Yo, y'all know what happened last night. You know, Terrence Crawford knocked out Brook in the 4th round, and I'm just going to speak on it. But before I get into that, I want to say thank you to everybody who comes and likes and comments on my videos. Shout out to all my subscribers, and shout out to the whole LDBC, man. Y'all the real ones. Now, let's go ahead and speak on this, man. So, beautiful fight last night, fought by Terrence Crawford. It was very fucking good. But I did have Brook winning rounds 1 and 3, actually. He was up on the scorecards before the fight was stopped, in my opinion. He was beating Terrence Crawford to the punch, especially with the jab. But he gave too much time. I don't even know what to say too much time, because usually Terrence Crawford gets it popping in the 6th round. So Terrence Crawford calculated his ass quick, but I said that about Brook. Brook is very fucking timeable. He is very timeable. He's fast, but he's not that fast. And when Terrence Crawford measured out the fastness of his jab and the 1-2, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. I seen him go over Brook's jab. I was like, oh shit. I think that was in the 2nd round. He went over Brook's jab. I was like, oh shit, it's a wrap from here. Because usually Brook is going over somebody else's jab. You know, but it's when Terrence Crawford switched up and he put that power hand in front for his jab, he was beating him to the punch with the jab and absolutely took Brook's jab away. And it was, man, Terrence Crawford is really smart with this boxing shit, because Brook is a boxer in his own right. The dude is not Sean Porter or Earl Spence. The dude is a boxer. He's a thinker himself. But he doesn't have the level of a Terrence Crawford with the speed and the footwork. Okay, that's really what is the level of the game changer here. The speed and the footwork of Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was able to get his feet in position and have that foot on the outside and come around Brook. And he used Brook's own momentum of coming in with his straight right hand, because he was having a little bit of success with that straight right hand in the 3rd round. And Terrence Crawford timed him coming in and hit him with that power jab and fucking wobbled him. He used his own momentum against him and hit him with that power jab. Now, the thing about this, Terrence Crawford, his power at 147 can no longer be denied. I told y'all Brook was not stronger than Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was in there. He picked Brook up easily. I think that wrestling shit does have something to do with it, but I don't think Terrence Crawford is as small as everybody is thinking. I think he is a welterweight. I think he is a solid welterweight, and he is stronger than these people. I had no doubt that Brook's punching power is not as powerful as Terrence Crawford. I didn't see no knockdown coming. I didn't see none of that coming from Brook. Brook don't hit that hard. He's a strong dude, but no, I didn't see that. But Terrence Crawford proved tonight that the power is real, because this is something that Triple G couldn't do, and this is something that Earl Spence couldn't even do. They were hitting him flush. They broke his damn orbital ball and still couldn't wobble him like that. You know what I'm saying? So, Terrence Crawford, the power is real, the skill is real, and I'm glad to see the shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I want to see next from Terrence Crawford, I understand that these niggas want Pacquiao bad. I understand this, and I understand why they going for Pacquiao, because that's the money fight, and they can get his belt out the way. That's a whole fucking issue right there, because I think Pacquiao just need to drop the damn belt, because I don't see him fighting Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence, especially when he looked at Earl Spence in the ring like, and went to, fight Keith Thurman. I understand why they want to fight Pacquiao, but I don't want to see that shit, honestly. I think they both destroy Pacquiao easily. From what I want to see from Terrence Crawford next, if it's not Earl Spence, because that's the first thing I want to see. I want to see Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. That's it. They need to get it out the way. That's it. It's too much that can happen. You know what I'm saying? For example, Earl Spence get into the car accident. You know what I mean? Anything can happen anytime. So they just need to get it out the way. They need to unify and that's a big ass fight. If Terrence Crawford is no longer going to be with Top Rank and going to be with the PBC or wherever he's going to be at, they can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? That needs to be the first priority. And if that, I want to see Terrence Crawford fight Sean Porter. Sean Porter is a worthy opponent. I don't really care about seeing Danny Garcia, especially if he loses to Earl Spence. You know, I don't think he deserves a title shot after losing to Earl Spence. You feel me? Like, how many title shots do this dude get? You know, Sean Porter got his belt took from Earl Spence. It's a different thing. He was the champion and he wanted his rematch with Earl Spence, but it didn't happen. I think he deserves to get a shot at the WBO belt, especially he's ranked number 1 also. So I would love to see the fight with him and Sean Porter if he can't get Earl Spence next after the Danny Garcia fight, because that's all that needs to happen. I understand why they want to give Pacquiao some money fight and they can be unified and meet up in the, yeah, I get it, but Pacquiao's an old dude. He don't have to rush to fight nobody, honestly. He can just retire right now and that's it. He can walk away into the sunset, you know? So I don't think they need to focus on him. I think if he wants money, I think if Pacquiao needs some money, he need to be calling out these dudes. They don't need to be calling out him. He not the big fish. And so everybody like to say who the big fish and shit. It's definitely not Pacquiao. So they need to focus more on each other, because that's a big ass fight. That's a huge fight. And like I said, if he can't get Earl Spence, if Earl Spence does go the Pacquiao route, because that would be easier for him, because they are on PBC. But like I said, I don't see Pacquiao fighting him. But just if that does happen, Terrence Crawford needs to fight Sean Porter. That's what I want to see. Now, what's next for Kell Brook? I have no idea. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think he can get out there and start calling out some people. You know, he was real humble after the fight. Him and Terrence Crawford were very classy after the fight. It was all in good love. So I don't think this is the end for Kell Brook, but he definitely is going to have to work his way up. Definitely. Maybe he could fight Ugas or something like that. That would be a good fight. Or maybe Mikey Garcia, since Mikey Garcia is still acting like he want to be at 147 and not really fighting anybody. So maybe he could fight Mikey Garcia or Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman is like kind of in the same boat as Kell Brook, kind of. Because they both coming off of weird ass losses. You know, Kell Brook is coming off of more losses. But I mean, like, Keith Thurman, he had no business losing to Pacquiao like that. So everybody should know his ass. So maybe they can get together and fight and see who really is the better out of those two, you know. But I don't know. Kell Brook, he's a worthy opponent for anybody. But Terrence Crawford just had to show y'all what it was, you know what I'm saying? Especially, a lot of people were saying that Kell Brook was washed up. Well, Terrence Crawford had no choice but to get that nigga out in the 4th round there. Y'all can't say shit about that. You know what I'm saying? He washed up. Well, he got rid of him early then. What else can y'all say? You know? Like I said, I had Kell Brook winning rounds 1 and 3. You know what I'm saying? I had him up on the scorecard. So, I don't know. I don't know what's up with Kell Brook. I just hope, like, everything goes well over there, you know, in his country. I hope Eddie Hearn... Well, fuck Eddie Hearn, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Eddie Hearn turned his back on him for that fight. They knew something, you know what I'm saying? But they still should have held Kell Brook down, you know what I'm saying? They still should have did that. I know Eddie Hearn don't really fuck with Bob Arum like that, vice versa and shit like that, but they could have helped Kell Brook out with getting this fight and had that shit on the networks over there written, because that's fucked up. Like, you just completely turn your back because this guy actually wants to fight competition and it's just with somebody you don't like. That's bullshit. Y'all always say it's business, but then they clearly putting their feelings in the way. You know what I'm saying? They clearly put their feelings before business, you know. They just didn't have Kell Brook's best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if y'all thought he was going to lose. He felt he was going to win. You know, he's that type of fighter that's going to go balls to the walls. They should have had his back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just go somewhere else and fucking leave Eddie Hearn alone, because that shit was fucked up, honestly. But I hope everything goes well for Kell Brook. Like I said, I don't know if he's done, but he definitely needs to get up there and start screaming other people's names. Don't go quiet, you know, just stay out there, because losing to Terrence Crawford is, it's Terrence Crawford, So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on the matter. Y'all let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.